Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Learning Pockets and to the unit 1 of Getting Started with C. We just covered keywords and identifier parts of C tokens in previous video, and now it's turn of the literals. So what are the literals? Literals are basically the constants or the data items that never change their values during a program run. We sometimes in a program we need some constants in our program that should never change their value while the program is running. Suppose we need to calculate the value of area of circle, so we need a constant pi, so whose value will be 3.14, and we would never want it to change its value or by mistake or by something. So here literals or constants come in the picture. They never change their value. In C we have three types of constants, or we can say literals: integer constant, real or floating point constants, and then we have character constants. So let's begin with the integer constant. As its name suggests, it's just the whole numbers, or the you can say the integers. Practically it is integers, not the whole numbers. Whole numbers are from one. Whole number are basically the positive integers only, but it should be integer number there, without a fraction part. Obviously integers does not have a fraction part, so it does not have any fraction part, or they have some decimal points or something like that. So there are some rules that you need to follow while writing an integer constant. So an integer constant must have at least one digit. It should have at least of one digit. Maybe it can be 0. It must not have a decimal point. It should not have a decimal point. Again, it is not having a fraction part. It can be either positive or negative. If no signal presides an integer constant, it is assumed to be positive. If there is no, if you are not assigning a sign to the number or the constant, then compiler itself assume that it is a positive number or the positive integer constant. No comma, blank spaces are allowed, and the range of the numbers is between this. Practically, it is not. It is compiler dependent or the system dependent. If you have a 16-bit operating system, then range will be this only. If you have 32-bit operating system, then the range will be much more than this. Here are some examples of the integer constant. You can see yourself here. Now we have the real constants. Real constant, they are as real constant as their name says, they are the real numbers. They have fraction part, and there is two forms in which we can write real constant. First is fractional form, and then is exponent form. Okay, so here are the rules for writing a real constant in fraction form. So the rule says that first, a real constant must have at least one digit. Again, it must have a decimal point. It must include a decimal point. It could be either positive or negative. Default sign is positive. Again, no comma, blank spaces are allowed within the real constants. Again, the same rule as the previous one. Here are the examples. 2.0, clearly 2 will not be a real constant. It will be an integer constant, but 2.0 will be a real constant. Then we have 17.5 minus 13.0 minus 0.0625. Now there are the rules for writing in exponent form. The Mantissa part and the exponent part should be separated by letter E. So the letter E, here are some examples. The part before before E is called Mantissa, and after E is called the exponent part. Okay, the numbers coming after E are called exponent part, and before is called Mantissa part of the real constant. The Mantissa part must have a positive or a negative sign. The Mantissa part should have positive or negative sign. Default sign of Mantissa is positive. Okay, if you are not giving any sign, it will consider itself as positive number. Then we have exponent must have at least one digit, which must be a positive or a negative integer. Default sign is again positive. Range of the number is 3.4 e 38 to 3.4 e 38, positive 38. So this actually this is representing 3.4 into 10 to the power 34. This e represent 10 to the power 38, sorry. And these are the examples. You can see yourself. There is you can also use decimal in the Mantissa part, but uh, not in the exponent part. Exponent part, there is it is not allowed. Decimal is not allowed in Mantissa part. Sorry, exponent part. Here are the examples. Now let's have a quick exercise. I would recommend you guys to pause the video and solve it yourself, and I will be giving you the solution in a minute. So coming to the solution, which of the following is a valid C real constant? So obviously 7 is not a real constant. It is a integer constant because it does not have any decimal point or e part. So it is not a real constant because it does not have a decimal. Next we have 172.E5. At least a digit must follow the decimal point. There must be a digit that follows decimal point. Thus it is not a valid real constant. Next we have 7 point. So again no decimal after decimal point. Sorry, no digit after decimal point is allowed. So again it is not valid real constant. Then we have 1.7e. Uh, there should be a number after e, therefore it is again not a real constant. It is again not a real constant because there must be a number after e. Then we have 17, positive 17 divided by 2. Again this is not valid. Slash is not allowed in the constants, or this symbol is not allowed in the constant part, so it is not a real constant. Again now we have 0.17e 2.3. So exponent cannot have a fraction part. As we discussed earlier, exponent does not have a fraction part. So 2.3 is not valid here, so it is not a real constant. Now we have 17250.26.2. Obviously two decimals are not allowed, so it is again not a real constant. Then we have 17,225 E02. Again commas are not allowed in real constant, so it is again not a real constant. Then we have 17, again comma is there, it is not a real constant. Then we have 0.25e minus 7. Again there should be a digit before decimal also, so it is not a real constant, it is not a valid real constant. So none of these are a valid real constant. I hope you have understood the basics or the concepts or the rules that are required to write a real valid C real constant. So I hope you like this video, and see you in the next lecture. We will be covering the punctuators and operators. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.